Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, One Step at a Time. My name is Corey McKinney. As you know, this weekend has been insane for college football. There's been so many upsets. There's been teams that we did not think had a fighting chance come up with a win. And just a few hours ago, I would even reckon to say, one of the biggest upsets of the season already occurred with Duke and Clemson, and it wasn't a close game, boys. 28-7 was the final to this game. I woke up to this news, and I'm like, what in the world? I didn't even want to watch this game because I figured it was just going to be an easy win for Clemson. Here's the problem, though. When you go into a place thinking it's going to be an easy win, you're on the road, things like that, you can walk away with a loss, and I'm afraid that's what happened to Clemson here. Now, before we get into this, I love Dabo Swinney, their coach. I really respect him. I think he's great. So when I woke up to this news, it wasn't one of those things where I was celebrating like, oh my gosh. I was like, wow, what the heck happened? And so let's dive into these highlights and see.
Leonard from the pocket, throws complete to Moore. Inside the 10. True freshman Robert Gunn III with his first collegiate field goal attempt, and it's blocked.
Wow.
Duke special teams comes up big. Let's see if it was Jamie on Franklin.
Wow. Man.
Helping.
That's how you start a game right there.
Wide open out of the backfield is Moore inside the 30-yard line.
Man, where is their midfield defense?
42-yard attempt. Looking to extend the lead. And it's perfect. Still just 28 passing yards for Clemson.
So let's stop it right there. So right off the bat, it looks like Clemson is playing really good ball right here. As far as defensively goes, they're having a little bit of a struggle in the open field tackling, and maybe some of their midfield defense are out there in the flats. They're kind of getting exposed, but it's early on in the game. You know, nothing too crazy, nothing that can't be adjusted. And what you're seeing from their offense is same kind of thing. They're kind of getting down the field. The first drive wasn't really that great, and they were going to take the field goal, but the blocked field goal, that kind of thing right there can really swing an entire game because that momentum starts to shift, right? And even on a team like Clemson that is so good and so high-powered, something like that can really offset the entire game, especially when Duke goes down and puts more points on the board, because now the pressure is all on Clemson. They need a touchdown in order to gain the lead on a team that they've now allowed to have the lead for an entire quarter. So let's see how they do.
So far, Jalen Calhoun is deep. Swanson to punt. Takes a tiger hop, and then a mistake that time trying to make the play.
Wow.
Calhoun muffed it. It's recovered by Clemson.
That's what Clemson needed to flip the momentum. Those are the kind of mistakes that can really change the game for Clemson now if they capitalize.
On third down so far. Klubnik with a great play fake. Dumps it off. Shipley in for the Clemson touchdown.
Great play. Great play. So Clemson ends up scoring a touchdown, which is exactly what they needed in that moment. This should have been the point where the game becomes all Clemson's. Like on the stat reader or whatever, this should have been a 99% chance that Clemson's going to win the game right here in this moment. There should have been no doubt about it. They took a turnover, capitalized on it, and they should have never have let Duke back in the game after this. Now, we'll say this. That was a great play and a great way to set that up. But I want y'all to pay attention to Duke's front line on defense, because they're getting an insane push against that offensive line. Let's keep going.
That rule this year, outside 2 minutes. Wide open. Jordan Waters, nobody there for Clemson. He breaks the tackle and runs out of bounds at the 47.
Those flats are killing them. They're
10.
killing them in the flats.
Clemson, Duke runs the ball, and the ball is fumbled, and it's recovered by
See, this should be Clemson's game. This should have been game over. At halftime, the score is certainly not what Clemson wanted it to be, but the game has 100% been Clemson's. Like, you look at it, they had a rough first quarter, but that second quarter they came out and they showed dominance, and it really should have been, at this point forward, like going into halftime, Clemson would be in the locker room. Coach Dabo is like, hey, we've really got this game on lock, guys. I know the score isn't what we want it to be right now, but if we come out and play the same kind of football that we just played, we're going to end up winning. A couple turnovers, couple bad plays on Duke's end. Duke could have had control of the game, but they keep making these little mental errors that's going to keep a team that's high caliber like Clemson in the lead. Now, if you're Duke's locker room, when you go in there, man, it just reminds me of like if y'all saw the World Cup where Messi in Argentina is playing that first team. I can't even remember where it's from, but the coach is in the locker room and he's screaming, "You don't think we can win this? You don't think we can win this game?" That's exactly what's going on in the Duke locker room right now. You just went in to the locker room unranked against the number 9 team in the nation, one who is one of the top programs, and it's a 1-point game. Oh my gosh, dude, the hype that would have been in that locker room coming out and the fire and the passion that's about to come out of these guys, I'm excited to see it.
Design run for Leonard, and he's able to break a tackle and get the first down and more.
Wow.
Leonard inside the 20, stiff arms a defender inside the 5 and into the end zone. It's a touchdown. What a play by Riley Leonard. One of the best.
I love college football, boys. Oh my gosh, I love college football. That kind of stuff right there, man, dude, that's what I live for. It's plays like that from players like that that really turn the tide of a game and get a team believing that they actually have a chance against this. What should have been a sack, what should have been a turnover on downs, what should have been Clemson's ball, and probably in really good field position after a punt, turns out to be an insane touchdown by Duke's quarterback. Those are the kinds of plays that begin to win you a game.
And Moffa will get it here. Breaks free into Duke territory inside the 40. The race is on, and they finally get to him inside the 20-yard line. Huge gap between the tackles for Moffa.
All right, inside the red zone here for Clemson. Should be an easy touchdown. Momentum should be theirs again.
Quarterback draw. Klubnik inside the 10. Stepped up at the 5-yard line. Jalen Stinson there first. And the first half was blocked.
Man, Clemson is running Klubnik like he's Johnny Manziel or something. This is pretty insane to watch. I didn't pin him as this type of dual threat QB. I know he can run, but not at the level which they're wanting him to. I wonder if this had an effect on the game overall, especially from his performance. Let's see.
His first career attempt, and this one's no good. Missed it wide to the left.
Are you kidding me?
Lead here,
Now, if anybody was doing work for Clemson, it was old Shipley back here.
Tyler Brown, the true freshman on the catch inside the 10.
Back in the red zone.
After a gain
Should be Clemson's game.
The ball's on the ground. Duke tried to pick it up. I think the Blue Devils got it anyway. They tried to pick it up and run with it, and now a fight.
This is how you lose a game. Right here. This is the moment when they really probably begin to lose the game. You've been in the red zone, 3 times now without a score, twice with 2 missed field goals. Right now, this is the time to score a touchdown, doing way too much on 1st and goal, trying to make this late read. He pulls the ball away, fumbles the ball, and Duke gets the turnover. This is the moment that I'm seeing that the momentum shifts in favor of Duke, because right now, if Duke can go down here and put points on the board, Clemson's in a tough spot. They're in a really tough spot.
Quarterback.
Yeah, he pulled way too late.
Klubnik tried to pull it. Shipley stayed on it.
Yeah. There is no way they're back in the red zone and don't score.
Getting out of there. Inside the 10. Runs out of bounds. Moffa again fumbles the ball. And it's picked up by Stinson at the 20. Stinson
oh my gosh.
Klubnik in midfield. Klubnik tracks him down and maybe saves a touchdown. But what a fortunate bounce with Stinson scooping it up and rolling it back. Some 70 yards inside the red zone.
Boy, the look on Dabo's face, he's stressed out. You're inside the red zone for like the 4th time tonight, and you've turned the ball over again. It's almost like they didn't have that mindset of like, all right, I can't make mistakes. Like I have to play the best that I can. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know like if they were just in a funk or what. But this is a really hard thing to watch, because for a team like this that's usually so well put together and so well organized, for them to make this many mistakes at such a pivotal point in the game and in such a crucial area is terrible. Their red zone percentage is horrible right now. As far as points put on the board, getting to the red zone is no problem for them. They're moving the ball on offense. They just can't cash in. If you just take the times that they've been in the red zone, just add up the field goals, they're winning the game right now. But instead, They're losing it because they can't hold on to the ball, or they can't make the field goal, or they can't get this right, or they can't do that right. This is really hard to watch as a football fan, as somebody who really respects the program of Clemson, and because of how bad it's going for them. Let's keep going. Love that effort from Klubnik, though, as a QB to chase him down.
Pressure in his face, setting up a screen over Waters. He's got blockers.
Attacking the flats again, man.
Got a first down to the 20. Another run play. Moore trying to get the edge. He's inside the 5. Turns it upfield into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Boy, Clemson's in a tough spot now. They just went up and put 20 on the board. Boy, that's tough. How they're going for the 2-point conversion. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
He's going to run for it, crossing midfield, slides. It's going to be close. He got hit too as he slid, and here comes a flag.
All right.
The ruling is the runner was short of the line of the game. After the play, personal foul, targeting, defense, number 35.
As it should be.
Stopping until inside 2 minutes on first downs. And passes intercepted off the deflection. Mausi picks it off and went off the hands of Shipley.
Oh, no, that's game. New offensive coordinator, right? New starter at QB who came in and filled in after DJ last season. Experienced O-line, good running back. There's a lot of things that are working against Clemson, but some good things that they have going on. They have a team full of 5-star athletes. They've been working all summer to get this program put together, and then to come out debut against a team that's unranked, which should be a fairly easy win, even though they are away, and to see it all fall apart like this, man, it's probably going to be a long season for the Clemson Tigers.
If you didn't know the name, you're going to be hearing it a lot for the rest of the season. Waters inside.
Oh my gosh, they gave up.
Waters making a house call with the exclamation point on this one.
They gave up.
36 yards. The Devils win it 28-7.
Look at that field rush, man. Wow, what a celebration. Hey, nothing but class and respect from Dabo. Y'all, that is a shocking highlight to watch. You know, when you look at the news of saying like a big program like Clemson lost in this fashion, you know some mistakes happened, but you really hope what the case was that Duke just came out and played really, really good football. And they did play good football. Part of their thing was, though, they capitalized on turnovers like crazy. If you look at their second and third quarter performance, Duke really didn't do much. They had some drives that stalled out. They punted the ball a lot. They allowed Clemson to get in the red zone a million times, and Clemson shot themselves in the foot time after time after time. Shout out to Duke and their football program. They're probably going to do really well this season, especially with a start like this against a top 10 team and beating them as the game or as the season opener. That's a huge deal for a program like Duke. For Clemson, it's also a big deal because now they have something to prove the entire season. Their entire playoff run is on the line now. They can't make any more mistakes. Every game that they play from this point forward, they're going to have to show dominance in and just show that this game here was just a fluke. It was just a beginning of the season fluke, and it's never going to happen again because the committee has now got their eyes all over everybody but Clemson. And I'm going to tell you right now, Clemson's going to fall hard in the rankings after this one. I'm excited to see how the rest of the football season goes. I'm going to be covering a lot of college football on this channel, so if you like this kind of content, please like, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel for more of this. But until the next video, I'll see you then.